Welcome back, everybody, to College Profits. Got another great episode. Very, very important time in the college world. It is draft time. Draft time. Basically, some guys cashing checks, some guys, crying a little bit, complaining about draft stock or Bentleys they can't afford because they're not lottery picks.
And it's happy times. Happy times.
Right.
Kids,
so, it's kind of something for us to, drag on in between the lull that is, baseball's kind of winding down. Yeah. There's no college football.
Yeah. It's the time to shine.
Exactly. So, big stage for the NBA. There's a couple of guys and points that we want to hit on. And some guys that we want to highlight, draft picks, where they could fall, and potentially some positions for these guys.
Yeah. It's like we got McLemore, we got Porter, we got Nerlens Noel, the fantastic sensation of the whole NBA draft. We can't wait to see this guy. We got some star-studded guys at the top of the list, supposedly. Trey Burke, if he doesn't get picked in the top 3 or so, he could drop really far down.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of those situations where if you look back on the draft, you're like, man, how did this guy end up getting picked 20th?
Right.
And how did 19 teams pass on him?
Yeah.
Well, because at the time when he was coming out, maybe kind of marginal. Right. He possesses great talent, great ball handling skills. He can knock down the open 3. But do you really see him leading a team in crunch time? That's the thing that we haven't seen out of him in the college game is his ability to take over at any given time. Basically LeBron status. When my team needs a bucket, we're going to me. That's the player we're calling. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about him. And I feel like if maybe the first 2 or 3 teams, I don't think number 1 either because Cleveland is obviously pretty solid at the point guard spot. But I could see him falling down to the mid-teens.
Well, I think it's just great that we even talking about him in the top 5 conversation. Looking from his freshman year to his sophomore year and where he is now. Huge impact. I mean, this guy is, in this draft particularly, with his role player draft, he is a top 5 talent.
He picked a great time. I mean, because, this is one of those drafts where it's not the draft of 2003. Right. Where you can say, oh, you've got this guy, and that guy that I'm basically going to hang my franchise hat on.
Right.
You've got a lot of role players. Yeah. Maybe some future NBA All-Stars and some solid starters.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, teams are crossing their fingers on that.
Yeah, they're crossing their fingers big time with that. Looking at this draft, it's like 5. I say about 5 through 15. We he's all kind of the same thing.
Flip a coin. Yeah. So it's one of those things. We'll actually pull up some of the teams and kind of highlight who's gonna do what when we get back from the break.